Hey guys, it's Tana, and I'm back with day 3. Is this day 3? Of the Holiday and Christmas series. And we're going to make some not necessarily Christmas cards, just holiday cards in general. And we're going to use this Blue Blitz and Lilac Waterfall. I can't remember. I'll put it down below. And Lunar Rocket shimmer powders. And I'm going to do 2 cards. They're going to be the same exact card, but I just felt like making 2. I was curious to see how similar the shimmer powder backgrounds turned out. So I'm just spraying or sprinkling those all over. Tap them. Don't squeeze them, because you will get a whole lot of powder. And then I just sprayed it with my water bottle, and now I'm using my heat gun to move it around. And after I'm done heating it up, I'm going to move on and add some more, because it doesn't have enough color on it for my liking. And for the second time, oh my God, you guys, I just saw a mouse. There's a mouse running in my house. Ah. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, so I figured I'll just leave that in. I figured even though it freaked me out, it'll give you guys a good laugh. Yep, we live near the woods, so come wintertime, there's always 2-3 mice in the house at any one given time. Moving back to the video, I go over this a second time with more shimmer powder in the spaces that I want more color. I added some more water, but this time I'm going in with a watercolor brush, and I'm taking some of that excess water that's pooling, and as I'm heat drying, I'm moving some of that color to the spaces that don't have as much color. And it worked out pretty well. Just kind of dab it if you're going to do that. Don't try to paint it. That way it still looks like it belongs with the rest of the background. And I'm really happy with the way they both turned out. I don't really see any huge differences in them, aside from where the color fell. So I guess my little experiment failed. Alright, so now I'm going to untape them from the board. They're all dry. And I'm going to trim them down. I think I took 1/4 of an inch off total. Maybe a little bit more than that. There's a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch border all the way around, so that you can see the card panel itself as a kind of mat for the card front. I'm sorry. As I'm doing the voiceover, I'm keeping an eye out to make sure that little sucker doesn't come back out and scare the crap out of me. I hate mice. Hate them. I just texted my fiance before I came back on to finish the voiceover and told him we need to get another cat. My dearly beloved cat, Fred, was very old and he died last winter, and I haven't had the heart to replace him, but I can't deal with the mice. Okay, so I made sure again that they were dry, and now we're going to use 3 different size snowflake stamps from that Simon Says stamp set, and that stamp set came in their limited edition kit last year. And I'm going to line those up so that they go down directly down the center of the card. And then we're going to powder up that background really well, because even though I dried it, I'm a little paranoid. So we're going to use our powder bag on that. And then I'm going to ink these up 2 or 3 times. I wanted to make sure they were good and inked, because this is watercolor paper, 140 pounds of watercolor paper. And then I'm going to cover it with Ranger Silver embossing powder. Now, at the end of this video, I will show you the difference between these 2 cards here and another card I did when I was experimenting for this video. These 2 cards have 2 layers of embossing powder on the snowflakes. I went back in and put another layer on. The other card, the first one I did to see if I wanted to do this for a video, only has 1 layer of embossing powder. I like it with the double layer better. They're more noticeable. They stand out more against the background. Just make sure that if you are going to do a double layer, you know exactly where you put that card panel in your MISTI, because you don't want to end up with a lopsided double-lined snowflakes. Ask me how I know this. I didn't do it on this card, but I did do it on another card. So I'm going to heat that from behind and from in front. I'm trying to reduce the amount of warping to the panel, because we already added a good amount of water to it and warped it. Even though it was taped down to a piece of cardboard, it still warped somewhat. And now we're going to do the same thing to the second panel. I can't believe that. I can't believe I saw that mouse. Never, I have to say, in the 5.5 years of living here, I have never ever seen a mouse just come out right in front of me walking around my kitchen. I mean, I know they're here. They usually go into that little drawer up below the stove, so I don't keep anything in there. I actually put traps in there. And I usually see them sometimes running along the wall of my kitchen counter. They come up from behind the stove and then run along the back of the kitchen counter, so I put traps up there. But I've never seen it just walking in the middle of the kitchen as I'm standing here with all the lights on. I mean, I literally watched it, as you guys heard me scream, just crawling all over my fiance's hunting boots, like it was in a little maze. Freaked me out. Okay, so I figured I'd talk through putting that embossing powder on, and there we go, we're done. So I'm going to show you 2 gray card bases. Unfortunately, I'm out of fog, I think. So I just have some cheap 100-pound cardstock I found on Amazon for these. And I'm going to use my X-Fasten double-sided foam tape on the back. And I'm trying to straighten out those panels by attaching the foam tape to them. And then they'll be adhered to the card panels like that. I have to say, I love that X-Fasten foam tape, but that red backing is a pain in the butt to get off. It's like, it sticks to you. It's like static cling. And there's a second panel right there. And here I am, still scoping out my kitchen, making sure I don't see any mice running anywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to use that Believe die. I got this a couple years ago at AC Moore. I believe the brand is Love Nicole. And I really use it quite often. I like this Believe die. It's a little small, but it's the only one I have. And I used some tonic holographic paper for the sentiment itself. I figured it'd go well with the background and the silver snowflakes. And we're just going to use a Zig 2-way glue pen and glue that flat onto the card panel. It's already got dimension by being popped up with the double-sided foam tape, so I did not add any additional layers behind this. The holographic paper is sturdy enough to be on the card panel by itself. As I said, just two cards, made the same exact way. I do use some of the Tonic Nuvo cloud circles, I think they're called, confetti. I love these. They're so pretty. They're iridescent, and I just put 3 in the upper left corner and 3 down in the bottom right corner on both panels, and I glue them down with my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. The original card that I made that only has 1 layer of embossing powder, it does not have any embellishments on it. But I did decide to do that to these cards. Oh, and before I forget, I need to announce the winner of the giveaway. So Camille Ernst, which I will put up on the screen here, you are the winner of this giveaway, the first giveaway for the month of November. And we are going to have a second one, which will be in next week's Craft Galley video. There will not be a video this week, the 23rd, because I'm only doing 2 for the month. But there will be one on the 30th of this month, which is the last Saturday. So thank you all for watching. We will see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. And as you can see in that first card there, the layer of embossing powder on that one makes that card much less noticeable snowflake-wise. If you have not subscribed yet to my channel and you like what you see, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try to hit 1,000 subscribers before the new year. That's right, guys. I'm almost there. I hit 1,000 and I can start doing live videos. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you can be aware of all the monthly giveaways. Thank you so much, you guys. See you next time.